Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes, I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details.
The lieutenant leans in to listen, notebook in hand.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Kortenaer. That's E-L-L-I-S Kortenaer. Exact date of birth, unknown. He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2. This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the East Brand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol. It's a garden tool used to press leaves into the queue.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
None, officer. Sorry.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
A name. This is very good. Ellis Kortenaer.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. 57.
In the cabin, you see a set.
Hello again.
The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup. The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
What is? I can't believe this turned into another mic thing. Fine. Okay, I'll stick to it. I'll knock it out in 3 rounds. So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to. What is it? Oh, really? Wow, social justice really matters that much to you? That's commendable. It really had you shaken up there. Are you sure that's it, though? Yeah, man, they're pretty bad.
$3.6 billion, not counting those in sale.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Are you sure you're not just hung up on some chick, though? Okay. Why'd you think that? There you have it then, chick trouble. Not really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Are you sure you don't remember anything about her? Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you? How come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing? Yeah, or it might be that. This one time I did so much booze.
It's obvious she's done more than.
Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank. You know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are mostly rich. Yeah, I'm sorry. Might be for the best to keep that.
Yes, but it itches really, really bad.
Sure. Contact Mike. Same place I got the recorder from. Sure.
An entire litany spews forth.
Man, you are one weird cop. What is it with you and this Mike? Okay, if it floats your boat, I'll be more like Contact Mike and less like me. I'll keep that in mind for future. Okay. It's supposed to accept that.
There will never be, not in a million years.
You know, anodic, cathodic, synthesize.
This is an evolutionary.
You know, what you need to know. Go ahead.
Yes, what is it?
Hi again. So, how are things going? Oh yeah, that's a...
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up. Yes? Oh yeah.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it.
Come to think of it, I've never... And they have roots in ancient mass society. Totally.
The Perican love is hardcore.
Unity. Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Feels good.
Oh yeah,
He's coming around.
your posse's like your
And where is your posse, detective? No.
Are we?
Yeah! Yeah!
He seems ecstatic.
Do it for the mass. I didn't want to say it.
The one with the large head is still looking at you. No.
Yes? What's the deal? What kind of it? An audio shortfall, you say? Guess what? We got speakers with... We've got some serious range on this baby. Oh yeah.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a...
Come to think of it, yes? Goodbye.
The large-headed youth has closed his eyes.
Good morning, comrade. Yeah!
There's not... Sometimes... Isn't some... It's like...
I think it's...
If anything, it sounds a bit proto.
Wow! I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot sink it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be? No! This is the answer!
but you're not.
I know! So does mine!
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
Yeah! Kill all the rich people!
You know it in your lungs where the...
What? Wow, okay. We should stop it. I'm sorry.
He feels ashamed he can't be of more service to the future of dance music. The young man falls silent with...
Basically, what you need... Yeah, maybe that... Anyway,
Copman! Tape! Yeah! Alright! No! No, no! Alright! No! Communism forever!
The porteria is... You push.
The harbor.
The lieutenant presses the button.
I think we've got a few...
The large...
Good morning, comrade. Yeah!
Tape! Yeah! Spit! Alright! No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared! Alright! No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared! Communism forever!
the legend returns. You know the dance. Aye, by amphetamine, I mean. Aye, good, my man. Now, what can I offer you?
Hey, Tequila! Welcome to That's... Things aren't good.
Idiot Doom Spiral.
We... Okay, So now, it's you. We've met...
No, you...
Aha. Hey, you got here on... Word on the...
It is... Oh yeah, the lieutenant's brow is...
It was a late... One moment, naturally loud. Anyway, there sounded like what we saw was... The time... So, the time hath come. Your reality... We ran to... When we finally got there, you were sitting...
In this way, you and your motor carriage have a...
Recognizing...
What else was there to do?
We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your... I'm not sure. Yeah. Hours. It was an all-night drink. How they're beautiful and also whores.
Wow.
Yeah. I bet Tequila...
If you only knew.
Yeah, you kept talking... I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve. Yeah.
A lot of...
It's not meant as a joke.
You were...
No, Abigail.
It seemed pretty painful. Besides, in retrospect, I guess... You told us...
It's more like you...
No specifics, though. You kept calling yourself a goddamn super...
As you've already...
No thanks to the squares at the precinct. It's a hard thing for a man to confront. Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. It depends.
The gleam in... You might get scammed here.
No. I don't want it, man. So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me. Interesting. Ah, this is what they use to keep the working...
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call Abigail!
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder/junior partner at a high concept creative service. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm. 22 full-time employees. And it did. With my trusty but now dreams are worn thin. One day I left on my evening run.
His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the keyring and put the keys for the front gate. I was halfway done with my usual lap. Wet, okay? It was raining really hard. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. Ouch, indeed. So I made my way. I wish I were Tequila. I rang my neighbor's bell. People are naturally wary of.
Heavy is the head that.
Just then, I experienced him. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of. Anyway, long story. So now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh? This would explain a lot. I always believed it wasn't my fault that I ended up homeless on the beach with these two bums. God bless them, though. I'd be alone without them. Anyway, that was all. I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running. Not much, but it will do. The tale I'm about to tell you is There are many variations on the basics.
Are you telling the story of the Ed...
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary.
You got a smoke on you? If yeah.
Our heroine finds herself enjoying. What she doesn't know is that her a headless man, rumored to be searching for his legendary found cap that went missing when he lost it.
I thought that he rode a headless pig.
Well, there are many versions of this story, the most peculiar of which has the headless found rider riding on the back of another headless man. Yes. According to legend, young Gertrude Hett had to endure years of Gertrude Hett may have been the first to
Tell him about the two feminists by the locks.
Fuck, Rosemary, they were dating. No one said they were feminists. Everyone always misremembering this stuff.
This wouldn't be the De Ponte Delgado case, would it?
What? You know it?
I've read the case file. But please, go on.
Right. Early autumn of 46. The wind picks up. A sky already dark now. The women are caught in the downpour. They act quickly. When she sees something, her shriek, but there is no lightning. Only a heavy down. Ula makes a run for the shore. Her body is never recovered.
Naturally, Ula De Ponte became the prime suspect in the disappearance of Eva Delgado. De Ponte maintained that it was the so-called headless found rider and that she ran, fearing for her life. During the investigation, no, she committed suicide before she could be taken into custody. They found her in the bathroom with a rifle, her face slowly peeling off the ceiling. Not a pretty scene.
Man, that's some grisly detail. Anyway, that's the story of the head. Well, Tequila, that's part of the legend. Some say he was others claim he was a professional. Personally, I think coincidentally, at that exact moment, a horse happened to pass under him, and his beheaded corpse. Isn't it? All the pieces fit together perfectly. Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories?
Hard to argue, is that?
That's the reality situation for you. You think you got a handle. No one.
He won't, though.
Aye. I saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
Good fucking question, Tequila. I used to own. Now I.
You of all people should empathize with this.
My agency. Man. The boom boom. I was financed.
Sounds intriguing. What if it sounds like it makes no sense? That's because it doesn't.
Well, you know, sex sells. That's the first rule of advertising. Maybe you're right. Who knows? What? Pretty nice.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% randomized trial. And then there's...
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me...
That's because your paws are fucking my fellow members of the Union of...
Hey, Tequila!
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary.
I thought he was a cool cop.
Don't call up a...
And this is Abs. Tequila, it's a very... Say... Nah, this isn't it. Faun, that's meaty. It's a big...
Hey, Dooms...
Not on your fucking life. Tell you what, Tequila. Why don't you just hang on to that one?
At least you got a nice jacket for your troubles.
The tale... There are many...
Are you telling...
Shut the fuck...
You gotta smoke.
Our heroine... What she doesn't know is that her... Well...
The poor...
With no head on his shoulders. Whoa.
Tell him a...
Fuck, Rose. What?
I read the...
Right. The women... When she's... But their... Ula... Her body is never recovered. Word gave her...
That part.
See? Anyway, that's the story. Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila? There's no way you know a better one than that. I have to admit, that's pretty high concept. No one...
He won't.
Aye. I saw him one night when I was right shit...
I actually do. Do you have anything to fortify old Doom Spiral? Tell me you got some story. If you find any, I'd be extremely grateful. You too.
Okay. I've been meaning to have a... I'm glad you finally started dressing a little more like an officer of the RCM. Keep it up.
The lieutenant regards you for a...
Right. You know the expression, the clothes make the man? The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Detective.
A warm...
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case.
The legend returns. You know the dance. Smokable smokes. Pissable pilsner. Drink it. Bottoms up, Captain.
Tequila sunset. Of course. Drink first. Not much, but it will do. I've never heard it mentioned outside. Magic animals? No, Tequila. Hey! Fuck you, Tequila. All kinds. Some of those. The first time
Wait.
I'm not even sure I should be Okay, fine. There was this...
He exists. I'm talking about...
Anyway,
A paradigm.
But then, something... Tequila.
The kids on the streets also call it Snow Day.
Or Emelan gold. For the plateau on which most of the world's supply is...
Sinus salt, the White Knight...
Can't see, for its popularity among the aristocratic class of the...
Along with a number of more benign... He's talking about cocaine.
Shit, yeah, Tequila. You've got to understand. Now, as you might imagine.
Right. Wrong. All day, baby.
Hey, Tequila. Hey, apparently the idea was too high concept even for this genius. I know, Tequila. I know. But the story doesn't end there.
That's almost wrong again.
That's right. 200. There are those who believe the designer was buried with
The cocaine skull.
the cocaine. No. Here's the kicker. That's why he brought his studio here. Or probably further down the coast.
No, my grandma.
This is ludicrous and physically.
The archaeologists say they want to put it.
Bullshit.
I'm pretty sure.
And why wouldn't they, eh? Sounds like right.
Don't listen.
No, my
Or maybe it's in the air.
They're pretty. The archaeologists, the junkies.
Honest men.
By now, I'd say I know about as much about it as. Whoa.
What?
For one, and second, it's just not
I have to agree. Besides, it would look extremely bad for the RCM to be caught up in something that has...
Wait. Maybe there's another way.
Yeah, well, that's the reality situation for you. Who knows, though? Maybe someday we'll... Right. I've never heard it mentioned outside. All kinds. Some of the first time...
Listen, you...
I'm not even sure I should be telling you this story. Okay, there was this...
He exists.
Anyway.
Apparent.
But then, something... You know...
The kids...
Or...
Sign...
Can't see.
Along with it, he's talking.
Shit, yeah. You've got... Now.
Right. Wrong. All...
Hey, apparently the idea was too high concept even for this genius. He dropped dead, but the story...
That's wrong.
That's right. There are those...
The cocaine skull.
The cocaine skull. No. Here's the... That's why... Or...
No, my...
This is ludicrous and physically impossible. Sinuses can...
Whoa.
What?
For one, and second, it's just...
I have to agree. Besides, it would look extremely bad for the...
Wait.
Yeah, well, that's the reality situation for you. Who knows? Not that I can... That might be the case. Yes.
The warning.
You can read.
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain. Bronze-colored ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches. Like an immaculate labyrinth, you just can't get it loose. All you've done is make your fingers bleed from the thorns. Patting the tree, the bronze ribbon. There's a twisted logic in this mess. You see that with slow, it curls up into a mess inside. Maybe Roy from the pawn shop can help you with this.
What's the tape for? How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it? All right. You could also get it, you know, since tape spinning isn't really...
The pain, it is nothing. Revel in it. Absorb it. Yes.
Had enough assaulting Madre Natura?
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de... The gnarled hawthorn...
Yes, what is it?
Still.
No, yes. And I don't care.
Wow, she really doesn't. Not afraid, this one.
No, yes. No, no, yes. No, you're right. I'm not. The swallow, you mean? What about... Great. Thanks.
The large-headed youth has closed his eyes, lost in the music.
Good morning, comrade. Yeah!
Tape! Yeah! But it needs to be played on the tape goes around spool. I spin the world round. Look around. You gotta help it. Help it survive. Can't leave the tune like this.
There's a record store in Jamrock, but that's a bit far away. Maybe some local shopkeeper will have...
But it needs to be played on the... Look around. You gotta help it. Help it...
There's a record store in Jam...
Communism forever!
Hello again.
Yes, what is it? I brought them here. These are my... They are connected.
Short and terse. There you have it. What?
I used the AR1. Rain. Yes? You really don't know? All right. Well, I guess it is, but it's not anyway.
She liked telling me this.
Great.
There's some tear. An empty cigarette pack. Two.
A trash.
He shakes his... Whoever. Red Astra is the... You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable. The worn and beaten wooden plank.
We can sit on benches after we've solved.
You can revisit the bench.
Officer, care to play a game with the law? Actually, never mind. The prick is gone. I can barely believe it. Hell, most likely. He was an absolute Kent. His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning.
Did he feel like he has to prove he can still...
Guess he was about to head home. 'Cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to... No. René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Not...
He has doubts. But right now...
I repeat, an absolute Kent. Even his old army buddies didn't want him. The only people who could stand to... and she never lost sight. We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that... Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve... In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. Let me see. This was... I'm sorry, officer. I just...
That was nice. A small thing for us. Yes. We are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then what? I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you, yes? What about René?
Yes.
It is what I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But... Oh, sorry, officer. Officer. I just...
The dented yellow mailbox greets you.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
He's on your...
Trying to fuck it. Kuno get...
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
Kuno does...
All around you, the hisses and chirp like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising.
Well, detective, it appears you're on the way to solving the case. The missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well. If anything, the presence of the locusts points to the opposite. The phasmid did not. Instead, it was a kid's prank.
Use your powers of...
Of course.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off? I don't know what you're talking about. Headed something? Listen up, fuckwits, you don't...
No.
A legendary.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar?
Yeah.
Not just the...
The lieutenant.
You're not...
No.
He's surprised.
It's not a...
I'm not scared.
You've seen that car...
Nah, you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible... Men like this only respect two things. Strength
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna...
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lore.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too.
Hello? Lena and I were just... What the devil is a Kuno? And why would he be making a city of bugs?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love... Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know if the kids can stop hampering us. I have a...
Well, I see you've got all the help...
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary?
Lena, I'm Morel.
No need to apologize.
Always I mean, officers. I'm...
Short means...
I told...
'Tis true, sire. This...
No.
After all this time with Morel.
Yes, officer?
Hey, was there something you needed? Got the 20 real? Then why are you wasting...
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
It's you again. What is it? Why? You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only...
Yeah, fuck off!
Sounds like you're making her. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna...
And fuck you!
Ruby is missing.
That's nothing. That's just legalese.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself.
Nothing is happening. Sorry, you're not coming up with... I don't know what it means, but no one knows. Still right. Shush. I'm just... His wife left. No. He needs to say 500 layers and I can't remember the first line.
You know...
Nah.
He's thinking. Let the man...
I don't know what to say. That...
No.
Hear you for starters. Can't get through. Hey, there's a... You could crack. Say. No. It's that simple.
Unless we have more business, we should.
Behind, you see 2, maybe 3 bushes, grown into a single thicket. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one. Someone hid it's close enough to the latch up.
Huh?
And I need...
God damn it, Dennis.
Sorry, fucker. I'm gonna
With a loud... The key is brass. Workshop.
Come on, man. We would just have...
I'm tired of listening to your shit. Don't thank me. I didn't even know.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
It could open the door.
It's worth a try.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions. Oh.
Did you take the document?
No, of course.
She doesn't seem to be lying.
Yes, I am. Regardless of who took... It was probably just an accident. I was worried I'd been too... Yeah, it's pretty deluxe. I'm Winter.
How long have you been?
About 4 months.
The bills...
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol? Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And thank you.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal.
What did... I'm sorry. Comes in handy.
Is that something that happened?
Better safe than sorry. Oh, yes. Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours. Huh? Motherfucker took my Preptide? Looks like you owe me one, officer.
This does not amount to actual.
Right.
It's hard to tell. She's not angry, but it's true. She's gonna...
You tell me, officer, when you've kicked it down. Okay. Yeah? All right. Yes.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you...
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions. Like...
You made the right call there. I'm talking about your zero tolerance. That's not... And not only that. Yeah. Sure. Of course not. You've always been anti...
That's good to hear.
The same small, heavy door is barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle. The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. This window is pristine on the inside. Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. A two-hearted, like the witness said. The man looks directly at the woman. The shots from the roof outside. Location A prime. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points. There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than 72%, with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle, or the lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was point X would contradict the woman's test. None that you found thus. That's a 28%, yes. According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern B prime for Boardwalk. 700 meters away. The likeliest of these B. 700 meters away. The likeliest of these. 1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these. 1 kilometer away. The shot would have been a small miracle. 5% likelihood.
From where, precisely? I see you have given this a lot of thought. Okay, well, it would be the diligent thing to do. Until then...
Yes? What is it? That was pretty good, Harry.
Huh, that was horrible.
Jean, it's not...
She actually did.
Again? I can't believe this shit. Okay, why not? Let's do the whole thing over. I get it, okay. That would be... I don't know. Oh my god, there's more.
You see, it could be connected to the bomb. The key fits the dimple. Over there, in the corner, not just lit, a phrase.
The pinball machine? A little.
Feels like.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy, get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. Above the painting of a moustache, the theme of the game, the peak of the map, areas around the playfield. It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced. Go, Fingerboy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was. The kind of a guy, an avid huntsman too. He also hit his wife, but you seem to be having fun.
Your game, suddenly, maneuvering a goat. The words, pound.
Congratulations. This is where the game...
There's so much... This can be navigated. You're down to your lot. You're in a perfectly balanced system, where neither you...
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too.
How? The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. There goes nothing. All these mesmerizing feels like it might jump back.
Some kind...
Diora, the lieutenant grimaces.
You can't...
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. Kim, Pinball, Kitsuragi. Exactly. That's what he...
So now he remembers. Fine, I'm wonderful. No human being... It is lame. I am not cold. Fine. I was a juvenile, but unbelievably. End of story. That time is over.
So that's why he doesn't want to talk to Coop.
It's best if you handle... No.
This small smells of nougat and sweat. There are large... A small steel plaque reads, Halter 800.
Seems like a small freight elevator.
So this is where they brought 40. The lieutenant looks around, the dusty.
At some point, 20 years ago, looks like it. Downstairs in the hall.
Remember the...
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice maker said. If that's true, he does not appear to...
Stupid superstition. But still... You clearly...
Jackpot. These, unlike every 3 weeks, Maxime.
This is so good.
This isn't bad at all. It means someone snuck through what seemed... This prince, officer, could be the prince of our killer.
Large prints, most likely made by... This print is unlike one left by... Shoe size is 41 to 42. maybe 43.
The size looks about... I wouldn't rule out Rubik. No. These little...
Everything around you is quiet. You clearly...
Jackpot.
This is the barred door you tried to kick in before.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening.
The note is written.
Fuck does Kuno care?
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, while the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done. She came up with that psychopathic scheme. Also, Kuno hasn't... All in all, Kuno respects madness.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it.
Fuck you whispering about?
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you...
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make...
It's okay.
Idiot. That's it.
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno away! Me and Kuno are tight. We ride for life.
You were too pushy last time. Think this through. Try to really... Just look. She came up with... Also, all in all, Kuno...
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it.
Fuck you!
She put...
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck...
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She smoked a man.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned...
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. Caesar killed...
He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means...
Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always...
488. The criminal code doesn't go higher than 190.
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just...
A cop would be too large for her. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching.
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Look, Kuno's...
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real snuff radio.
And he doesn't even want to think about it.
Fuck knows.
crazy people.
It's Suruese. The Suru are an indigenous
Suruese? Like that man from Shelmdon?
Revelshot does have a small Suruese community. Or
Fuck no, she's not my sister. Yeah?
What was that?
She was in the...
a shoe cupboard just off to the right.
Yeah, that Kuno's got no... I don't know. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there.
Kuno falls silent.
Kuno... there... That's it. How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need... Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen! Listen! C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten...
This is what it all comes...
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her. Sneak up on you later and fuck you up. You understand? Alright. Now we can do business. Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit!
See? Relax. Kuno's gonna get you hooked up. That's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded. Kuno gets it from his dad. Problem is, Kuno and his dad, dirty popo man, is you. Kuno's dad is a fucking monster.
Are you sure you can take on the most...
Like half a baggy...
That's half a...
Yeah, half a G. Want it or not? Fuck you.
You can barely see it, because there's...
Okay, Kuno's listening. Sure, whatever. If just get in there, go to room 12. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his...
What the hell are you signing us up for here? Cool. No, really. Rock and roll.
The lieutenant doesn't actually look like...
Yeah? Kuno took the books. They're not pets. Stop! You stop!
There's a tug of... The girl forces herself to watch again. The corners of her...
Maybe I am.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
Kuno made Kuno. I fucking...
This is what he sometimes...
Oh my god.
Yo, Kuno made...
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away. I don't believe you.
For once, you got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all...
The girl's... She doesn't know whether to be glad because
It don't... Pig. You really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame. The fuck are they trying to catch anyway?
He recognizes the name.
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two.
Hello, Lena. So he was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie.
She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone.
Yeah, you're right.
darling.
You're right, you're right.
That's just something people tell themselves when they fail.
You can? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
He wants to see this...
Really? It's too much of his...
What?
Here's a fresh batch of locusts.
Wow. Co-discover... A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various...
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
This screen...
This must be the one he told us about. Unless...
The glass on the side window. The door is locked.
Use the pry bar to smash the... This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
This screen found A to Z. Pry bar in hand. Goddamn. Looks like the window might be shatterproof. You may have to rethink your approach.
No, it's not.
He smashes it into... The smell of cigarettes and perfume. These are one of them, particularly the actress. Wait. This is... She wasted away in a drug den. The actress. Wait. This is... She wasted the actresses and looks like...
Strange. There are so many radio stations. For contacting... Looks like we are dealing with... Doesn't look...
The smell of a thou... You wedge yourself, but one sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? Yes? Which means that the missing lady driver was present. Looks like her, yes. This looks like proof the missing eighth person... We should see what Titus has got to say.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. You wedge it, but what sandpaper adds...
Sandpaper, yes? Which means... Looks like her, yes. This looks like proof the missing eighth person at the lynching was Ruby. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could... We should talk with...
The movie stars are still a metallic drawer. It's an issue of... It looks like an... These formulas look oddly...
The Ulan frequencies...
It's an issue. It looks like these The
Ulan frequencies...
The pull-out tool slides back into his net. You wedge it, but one sandpaper...
Sandpaper, yes? Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. This looks like proof the missing eighth person... You're right.
The movie stars are still... close.
Great. All right, we've finished here. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point... I'm especially intrigued by that...
This means it's...
I'm not sure what the Ulan freak... And last but not least, it...
The probe and the case converge.
As Ellie...
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Yes, well... Like Joyce told us, yes, but we should return to the murder. There are more than enough. The fact that one has... All the same, I don't like the idea of... Debrief over.
An old money. locusts aren't doing all too well. The dome-shaped plastic. You lift the boy out of the water. A shot.
Well done.
The locusts aren't doing all too well. But is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freighter. I don't see a person to warm his... Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take... It's not possible to climb that ladder.
There, it's late, smoking. The locust. Morel's trap stands empty. The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good. Now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending... Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
All the traps are... A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall, with another 7 shades standing 10 meters from them. A cold... All the trap.
Hello, dear. Thank you for doing that, dear.
Her smile is wary. Earlier, the bull...
Morel still isn't feeling well. Yes.
Her voice is shaky.
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He does...
No, you don't...
Be real. Gary is...
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can...
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this?
Different? How?
Answering a question with a question, for example.
It's, do you... Seeing Morel's so proud of it.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
No, at least that I'm... But now...
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything. An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care. All qualities these two seem to share in abundance.
But it is We've spent years searching for the Phasmid, hunting it together. If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a...
You know, this reminds you of the Pericarnassian theory of love. In essence, love is a...
Oh, sweetie. I don't think the Pericarnassians were thinking of people in... I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived. Maybe. But then why do I not dare tell him? What you have to know is the Insulindian Phasmid probably does not exist.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
A true believer. Sometimes I still see it too. Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary. Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Okay, it's 11:30.
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
You too, sweetie. Thank you for
A waste of time. A lie? Like that, she drives off. The gas engine sputters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, it's snowing.
We should go too.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I... You mean Reese Pooley? Yeah, I do, but I'm not some Mr.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
Huh? What do you mean? Yes. What about it? Is it any good? The music, I mean. Man, you're... Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though. So
you take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand and...
Yeah, my pleasure. I do what I can for true passion. The Coldima Madakwa. Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or bird... Oh, once knew. This was before... You know, cool or not, we thought we did. That really was unfortunate.
Do we really have time for this?
All right.
trap is poor things.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind?
The large head,
Good morning, comrade. Yeah! Yeah! Remix!
a hand on his ear. He listens to the audio.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface with it.
Listen! Wow! Hear that? The signs map now. If only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be
Intriguing. The way I see it, Van Eyck based his remix on some famous original piece.
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action.
No, this is definitely part of the same song. Something cut from it.
be how it may. If it fits, it fits.
What about the bass?
Yeah, I remember.
You can't just leave it without a bass track.
Yo, the warrior!
Don't be too hard on.
But it could be hyper hardcore. There's not sometimes isn't something. It's like
I think it's.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto.
This is a serious match.
It is. But how could it become harder? Yeah!
Hello again.
Yes, what is it? Yes, what is it?
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into, and then the pressure changes. It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
A better sound system? All right, but where would we get...
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small...
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace. You mean the speed freaks? Of course. The speed freaks. They have a I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence. Sure. Let me know how it goes. Thanks, officer. Yes, what is it?
An old door.
It's military, probably some...
It may have been used.
From here to the wiring.
Just dead and dying locusts, and the slow swaying. Poor things. A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. Poor things. The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore. Poor things. A few local poor things. The dome-shaped plastic boy, Bob.
We still got here too late. We still got here.
You lift the boy out of the water. The number is...
Simple
The number 11.
Simple construct.
It smells like you would... A shot.
Well, damn. I have no idea. I wouldn't go so far as to say that. That may...
You could ask the miss what she thinks.
I have... Or think we do. This is a... In my experience, cryptids are generally uninterested.
You could ask the miss.
I have no... I wouldn't go so far as to say that. Might have been classier.
You could ask the miss. The woman stands slumped. Is one of those things a police cap? She does...
Oh, is that yours?
The lieutenant nods. The old woman. The old woman. The old woman. The woman is one of those things a police cap? The old woman doesn't... The old woman. It's getting late.
Good night.
An old mirror head. Just as you look at the flowers, you catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest, the young woman looks at the man.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
She looks at the dried petals in your palm. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's
pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Some martial arts, sir.
samurai boxing, or...
Why was there a flower on the roof? Ah, yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway. Wow. Elysium. You don't hear that term often. There was the usual ruckus. I can't say. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations prime among...
Oh, that? Yeah.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard.
Then, doesn't life get hard because we go on?
I don't know about that. A slow, sad song started that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. A window was smashed, the tape player probably, the song stopped. And furniture too. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I went out afterwards. Everything was cool. No problem, sir.
This door is no one answers.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to it?
You're back.
What do you mean? We're in something of...
Some of our former comrades.
Intellectual attrition is made...
Imagine the audacity of one...
See?
We've tried recruiting...
Don't forget...
Right. Then they're the most depressing school of communism. They love writing long books with a patina of Mazovian theory.
A gang of...
It's okay for Uli to... The Gottwald school believed...
In other words...
That's why they spend all their time... It is miserable. You see, the Gottwald... For starters, they love talking about... That's right. Iconoclasts are...
Nota bene.
They're by far...
Ah, yes. The much maligned bean counters, ensconced in their think.
If only. They've got all the beans...
And next thing you see, iconoclasts claim to be communists. Of course not. The only people who actually call themselves liberals...
Basically indistinguishable from fascists.
Cindy is...
Something of an ideologue.
Yes. That's exactly how I would put it.
But she refused.
That doesn't stop her from using a room for studio space. It's an unfortunate...
He's studying math.
Right.
It was unbelievable.
Just a minute. You should...
Basically, he was rejecting the whole foundation of... We're extreme...
Susanna's...
For us, the question boiled down to... If you don't even accept the basic ideas of Nielsen and inframaterialist theory, why are you in the reading group? Of course you do. It's pretty well.
He just quit coming. We haven't seen him around for...
Go ahead. Yeah, it's hers.
She said if...
And I don't think she could afford rent. Oh, sure. It's definitely interesting, I would... I guess you could call her latest stuff a sort of count...
It's too bad she hasn't developed the theoretical foundation to do truly radical work.
I think she'll get there, though. She's still looking for a subject equal to the deer.
That's really good, Steban.
Thanks, Uli.
Yes. Now keep developing.
Not as good as Steban's...
Go ahead. You've read our article.
That...
Well...
The delicate... Hey, you're not just some cop. You've got highly developed critical faculty.
Well, of course that's just an initial... In any case, I'm glad our piece found its audience. That's always the hope with these things. Yes.
His companion, they're impressed that you dove right into the most advanced parts of the theory. Half an hour evaporates, and the conversation is still wending its way toward new...
But if it's true that this individual...
In innocence of capital...
Has it gotten cold in here?
Well, on that note, I think we...
No, wait. Can this...
Yes.
What do you mean, is that it? You've done... Well, you could always ask.
We probably...
But it's getting late, so maybe pick the most...
The question you mean to ask is both very complicated and incredibly simple. The young man waits patiently for you to finish.
Yes?
The young man considers your word. There's something going on in there.
The theories Puncher and Watman, not inframaterialists, but theorists nonetheless, say that communism is a secular version of I have to say, I've never entirely understood what they mean. But I think maybe the answer is in there, somewhere. Nobody said fulfilling the proletariat's historic role would be easy. It demands great faith with no promise of tangible reward. But that doesn't mean we can simply give up. Especially then.
And of course.
I guess you could say we believe it because it's impossible. It's our way of saying we refuse to accept that the world has to remain. Like this. Yes, that's a good way to think of it. A thought can be a very powerful thing.
His words aren't really directed at you. He's...
Steban, it's getting pretty late.
You're right. We should clean this up and get going. Clinching? No.
We think of ourselves as more of an intellectual vanguard.
Our stance.
Though his...
Good point.
It's always that way. Beneath the crust of irony,
No, we're...
He speaks the truth.
That's easy. Crime is simply the inevitable... It's a symptom.
His companion can barely suppress a yawn.
No, unfortunately. The insulin...
His friend... Mark it a moment of silence. They're waiting for you to speak.
Wait a minute. We wanted to get her... Nothing too major, I think. We were talking potentially about relaxing some parts of our admissions process.
That's interesting.
I thought so too. There was another thing.
Those some of...
That's what... As a noted art cop, you definitely have an opinion on this.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I guess no one could accuse Cindy of having a bourgeois aesthetic.
Plus, I've got the perfect place in. Put some more coffee on. Oh, about that question you asked earlier. It reminded me of a certain poem that you might appreciate.
Ah.
It was written by a young in dark times. Should the stars also... Anyway.
You're back. Good. Matter of fact, I don't. I have a medical condition of my own. Nothing unusual, though. I'm old, Thank you. I do what I can to remain presentable. Now, ask me... Yes, my eyes on the harbor have sent... It doesn't...
One of the tall buildings.
In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask... Will there be an official Okay, in any case, I wouldn't know...
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
I have an indirect role to play. They were dispatched. A member of the board. Absolutely. Cronell. They wear surround... The story is he was nothing. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military... Surely you're... If you don't pin this on...
The Union has over 2,000 men.
Have you ever seen a...
The Serais.
These men, as I said, a bloodbath. Too many things have already gone wrong. Lieutenant, all we can do is keep the little that is not from following suit. One single concrete suspect delivered... Yes. I'm afraid not much. They boast a lot. Sadly, if you still have yes, I have.
She's being truthful.
Or he didn't. The remain... That the man last Sunday... Either way, he's a good. Then you've made... If you meet... Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He was 40. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to... They've gone to... They don't have the same respect for the Revachol city. You're likely to run into them eventually.
One is obviously, the other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout.
That may be so.
The situation at...
That would afford a good... I hope I can answer it better. Until the execute... Not on this... It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer. Of course.
For about... Her mouth?
So I can't. Close. Port cities. The sailor's soul would use quite a few. Then he made his Revachol.
The old...
I can't.
Flare the fort?
That may...
For all the boys looking for it.
His platoon member? Do what you have to do, Detective Dubois. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Come on, get in. The warm stuff's getting out. Hi again. So, Yes? What's the deal? We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of a Nordic dance. That's fine. We can manage. And you're still sure about keeping our...
No!
Fine. We can make do.
It's getting cold. The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest. The place feels almost like home now. Quiet and dignified around you. A new life by the seaside. You're...
It's easier this time. Drifting off, your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your torso feel like lead weights sinking to the bottom of the sea. Until...
This respawn. No, you haven't. No. This is the one before that.
Enjoy it while...
You're welcome.
After centuries...
Yes?
Yeah, ecstatic vibe. Now, the only thing left to do is the name of the name.
Andre's over...
Yes, Noid's right. You've...
How about some...
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic.
Yeko Qatar.
Hardcore. No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. The name.
Andre...
Yes, you should do... Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the amnesia.
Like the...
It's not amnesia, guys.
I don't.
Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
I wouldn't.
An underground place with no...
We're not going with...
Why not?
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I...
You have? Well, what's the name?
Like that DeLorean word for the world.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky?
The past is the future!
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave.
And short.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to
Andre breaks into...
I'm dancing!
That soft core.
Yes, my man!
Talk. Audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker setup makes...
It's to express my...
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell.
Or because I'm balding, yes. I want to fuse the remains of my hair together before it leaves me. I want to show my... Not 20. Of course it is. Maybe it was a bad idea. Goodbye.
Yes, what is it? What? I can't hear you! Oh, there's that guy! I need him to play egg! Hey, he doesn't listen to me! Thanks! Let me know how it goes!
Delarian charge! The place to...
Vibrations thump. He stands on stage. The other real deck is empty. Cables run.
To the Mega! Yeah! Oh, she uses...
Oh no.
Don't worry. Hang on. This is a 4-point...
Great! Someone got through!
Everybody! The honor will be back! But we're doing something else for one... Yeah! The first...
Could it be? Maybe for him.
Yes, what is it? Okay, but...
Maximum! Maximum is the...
I know it is, but... Could you please...
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master!
See? He pumps it to the hard master because I'm afraid that something might happen. It's an unknown phenomenon.
Can't turn down to hardcore!
Of course it is.
Yeah! Permanent!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air.
Born ready. Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically.
What? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move in the silence. A low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds. It's out there now, in the world. Made manifest. It will devour everything.
Guys, what's going on?
It's getting louder!
In the basins, the water looks like it's...
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. He's peaking, the worst high he's ever been on.
The beauty and the beast!
No, Egg! It's the window!
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside.
The window is going to come down! No, the roof!
Cracks appear on the stained glass window.
Come down to earth! Love!
Below it, all the base grows, like it's shaking the building's foundation.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Beautiful car!
Shit! It doesn't stop. A seal? Have you? Yes! I've turned it off! Andre, pull the compressor! The place is gonna come.
Fuck! I can't shut it up! The signal's passed!
In the mixing desk now, building into a... This is it. A great roar, the vault of the roof, and then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswov isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we...
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman?
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again. It was mathematical information from the anomaly. I have no...
Her voice seems muffled.
Yes, I'll leave.
That it wasn't...
They need to hear about this. Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Sulispov. Also devise further measurements.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care, but thank you anyway. Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You don't know enough about the world. But that Joyce, all you hear is silence in your head.
Yes, what is it?
All you hear is silence in your head.
You got a thing
With one...
between you and...
Yes.
Andre is the cell, the one. Sire, the tent.
Okay.
It's a miracle of carpentry. That's right. Alone on it. I would want to maybe a cop who's in hard of court. Total. Like that would like to show off large and in... Right. Stands to...
Year after year.
A cop who's in hard of court. Total. Like that woman. Like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches. Stands to...
Year after year.
Dead bodies. I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this one, cop man? They had since end a quote. This is an art, a sarai, a free
The way he says it, the force in...
Andre doesn't care about the Ecclesiastes. And odd...
You know what this...
Only a little. It's an... the stupid...
Forget it. It would be...
I don't. Fuck you, melon. Mass humanism.
And men...
She liked games. Humanism.
And men...
She liked games. Her legacy, then you meet it in the...
Oh my living God.
No, likewise. No one says Jermaine Egghead or...
What a cost. That can't be healthy. What's happening here? Why do you keep saying that if it isn't...
The mass murderer? Why? Okay. Sure.